Good morning. It is Tuesday, February 13th, and this is Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio and the Ave Maria Radio app. I'm Matthew Handley. An academic journal has pulled several pro-life articles. Michael New and Al Kresta discuss them in a few minutes, but first, your local weather and this news. A number of activities and remembrances will take place today to mark the one-year anniversary of the Michigan State University school shooting. Windows across East Lansing will be lighted by battery-powered candles, while space on campus will be set aside for students to reflect on the day. There will be programs offered at MSU every day for this week. Classes have been canceled today, and a public memorial event will be held from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. in Lot 62 north of Spartan Stadium. The event will be open to the public. A Michigan priest has been convicted of 8 felonies for stealing over $830,000 from elderly priests in the Diocese of Lansing. Father David Rosenberg served as the director of the St. Francis Retreat Center in DeWitt, which was adjacent to a diocesan-run home for retired priests. The Diocese of Lansing told the Pillar that he did not have an assignment with the retired priest he stole from, and that the diocese is discussing how to proceed with a canonical case against him and whether or not he will lose his priestly faculties. Yesterday, we reported on a state representative's post on social media that shared a racist conspiracy theory. Now he's lost his committee assignments. Michigan House Speaker Joe Tate's office announced yesterday that GOP Representative Josh Schriver of Oxford will still be able to vote on the floor. However, his committee assignments and office resources are subject to the discretion of Tate. Schriver had originally posted a graphic depicting the Great Replacement theory and then posted about the media starting a race war after he began to receive criticism about the post. The Michigan Department of Environment's Great Lakes and Energy announced yesterday that metals and PFAS compounds spilled from a Warren industrial building into Bear Creek last week. While downstream concentrations don't pose an immediate risk to human health, elevated copper levels may harm aquatic life. Drinking water supplies remain unaffected, with ongoing sampling and assessments in progress. The spill, discovered on February 7th, originated from a waterline break at Finney Finish Custom Plating Shop. Cleanup efforts by the EPA have been completed, but investigations and water sampling continue, addressing potential impacts on Bear Creek and Red Run Drain. And Robert F. Kennedy Jr. paid a visit to downtown Grand Rapids this weekend in an effort to gain a following for the upcoming 2024 presidential election. He explained that he wants to get America back to where it used to be.
We had moral authority across the world. Our country was beloved. I traveled with my father all over the world, and crowds of millions of people would come out because they loved our country. That's no longer true.
Kennedy campaigned in front of a packed house at St. Cecilia Music Center on Saturday. He said he's not affiliated with any party and is offering himself as an alternative candidate. The Democrat turned independent still has to get his name on ballots in every state across the country to get to the White House. Now this. Today in Detroit, expect mostly cloudy skies with highs reaching the upper 30s. Tonight will be mostly clear with lows dipping to the lower 20s. Wednesday brings mostly sunny conditions, highs in the upper 30s. Wednesday night transitions from partly cloudy to cloudy with a 30% chance of snow showers, possibly mixed with rain after midnight, maintaining a steady temperature in the lower 30s. Thursday will be breezy with rain and snow showers in the morning, highs in the lower 40s. And Friday will be mostly cloudy with a slight chance of snow showers in the afternoon and highs in the mid-30s. Today in Saginaw, anticipate mostly cloudy skies with a chance of flurries in the morning, later becoming partly cloudy in the afternoon. Highs will reach the mid-30s. Tonight it will be mostly clear with lows in the lower 20s. Wednesday brings mostly sunny conditions, highs in the upper 30s. Wednesday night transitions from partly cloudy to cloudy with a 50% chance of snow showers, temperatures in the lower 30s. Thursday will be breezy and cloudy with morning rain and snow showers, temperatures in the mid-30s. Friday brings mostly cloudy conditions with a chance of snow showers and highs around 30. Sage Publications announced it was pulling 3 pro-life articles after it had received a few concerns from its academic audience. Michael New, assistant professor of practice at the Bush School of Business at Catholic University and associate scholar at the Charlotte Lozier Institute, discussed the studies and why they were pulled with Al Kresta on Kresta in the afternoon.
These studies went through a proper peer review process at a competitive academic journal. They used data from on Medicaid recipients, and they show that women who obtain chemical abortions are more likely to have hospital visits, specifically emergency room visits, than women who obtain surgical abortions or the population as a whole. So I think it was pretty solid data. It was used, proper statistical techniques were used. It went through a proper peer review process and was published. Yeah. And it was cited in ongoing litigation about regulations concerning the health risks of chemical abortion. So it was a well-done piece of research, went through a proper peer review process, was published, and has been cited in the litigation involving chemical abortion pills and their regulations.
Yeah. Now, the one complaint about the studies is that the lead author didn't declare a conflict of interest. Tell me, what are they talking about?
Well, I found this extremely puzzling. That the lead author is James Studnicki. He is the vice president and director of data analytics at the Stuart Lozer Institute. In all of these publications, his Lozer affiliation is spelled out clearly, front and center. I don't know what more they could have wanted him to do.
Yeah.
And the co-authors, their affiliation clear. He had co-authors with Lozer. He had a co-author with the American Association of Pro-Life Obstetricians and Gynecologists. He had a co-author with the Ellie Institute. This is all clear. In fact, I can even send your listeners, the link to the retracted studies. Their affiliations are clearly listed on the front page of the paper.
Wow.
So I have absolutely no idea why Sage is claiming they didn't cite conflicts of interest. That is just absurd.
Listen to Kresta in the afternoon every weekday at 4 p.m. on Ave Maria Radio. Procopius of Gaza says, because the Word of God has mingled in man as in a bowl, a spiritual and physical nature, and has given him a knowledge both of creation and of himself as the Creator, it is natural for the things of God to have on man's mind the inebriating effect of wine. That does it for this edition of Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio and the Ave Maria Radio app. I'm Matthew Handley. Follow me on X @Radio Handley, and Lord willing, I will be back tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.